Today we're looking at this, which is the Vankyo V600. It's their latest 1080p projector. It comes in at a bargain price, but is it any good? Okay, so Vankyo are one of those manufacturers that do supply a well-packaged product. Now, in the actual kit that comes with it, you get your controller, your power cable, your AV cable, an HDMI cable, and bizarrely, I've not seen this in any projector before, these little cleaning buds. There's also some little screws there as well. Those of you that do like a nice comprehensive set of instructions will be pleased that this has a quick start guide as well as a full installation guide. Again, it's very nice to see that they've packaged it within this very easy to carry and quite attractive looking bag. Now, whether or not you'll use it as a portable projector or not, I don't know, but at least it's somewhere where you can keep everything all in one place, and it's nice that they've thought of doing something like that. Okay, so let's now have a look at this inside and find out what it looks like. Well, it's this grey brushed metal type effect, almost silver. Now, don't think that it is actually metal, guys. This is just plastic. It's just an effect that it's got on it, but I don't think it looks too bad at all. I definitely think it's a step up from some of those really black, plasticky looking projectors that quite often you'll see from the cheaper manufacturers. So in terms of looks, I'll give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. Size and weight wise, this projector is absolutely fine. It will sit on a shelf lovely. I don't think that you really want to take it around with you. It's a little bit cumbersome for that, but as you can see, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, in terms of the connections, well, on the side there you do have an SD card slot, which again is nice to see, an AV point and also a headphone point. On the back you've got a VGA slot, 2 USB, 1 5V and 2 HDMI. So it's got everything that you're going to need. On top you have your focus ring and your keystone correction. These obviously are both manual and the keystone is just vertical correction. This machine obviously comes with a remote control, but it's fully operational via the very clear buttons on the top, which I really like. One of my pet hates, if you've watched any of my other videos on these type of projectors, is projector buttons that you just cannot read. So one of the first things that you'll notice when you turn this on is nothing to do with the picture, it's that fan noise. It's pretty loud, guys. It's measuring 69 to 70 decibels on my measurer, and that is pretty loud. But you do have to expect that type of thing with projectors in this price range. Okay, so let's look at one of my YouTube videos which I've just released, and I think this does a pretty good job, especially with the black levels. Also, the volume on the speaker is very good. So my friends, this is the JBL Flip 5. This is a portable Bluetooth wireless speaker. So although those speakers are pretty powerful and they deliver a pretty crisp sound, you do still get to hear that fan noise over the top, and that could be quite off-putting. This won't be so much of a problem if you're using a different sound setup like a 5.1 surround sound system or a soundbar which isn't near the projector. Okay, so let me just lower the volume so that that fan noise doesn't bug you too much. In terms of menu setup, well, they're basic, but they're perfectly fine. There is no problem with them. You've got options of different picture settings. I found Vivid to be the best, but you have got a user setting so that you can tweak it yourself. There is no Android built into this, so anything that you want to display or play has got to be via a source that you plug in, either SD card, VGA, or one of the HDMI points. Okay, so now let me show you what the biggest limitation with this type of projector is, and that's the focus wheel. So what you get in the middle there where it says smartwatch with a smart price is almost pin sharp focus. It's brilliant, very, very clear indeed, and even when I've zoomed in, it's very clear. But you can see if you look on the row below, it's very, very blurry. And that is the same at the top of the screen and also the sides. And that's just because of the technology that these cheaper manufacturers use. They just don't have the same quality chipset to produce a fully in-focus picture. So the question that you really need to ask yourself is it worth paying £150 or £100 more to get something which has a better image? Now that's down to you and your budget. I still feel that these type of projectors do offer value for money. They still give that big screen feel, but you need to be aware of their limitations. Another thing to bear in mind is most of what you watch, you're looking at the center of the screen. That's where the director wants you to focus. And if you look at these shots, for instance, everything is aimed at the middle of the screen. So therefore it doesn't make so much of a difference or so much of a problem if the focus around the edge is a little bit weak. And what you'll find is that even if you spend £100 or £200 more, you will definitely get a more sharper image around the edges, but it still will have a little bit of focus weakness. And you really need to be spending probably upwards of £700 to get something which is crystal clear and pin sharp right across the whole screen. So my friends, what's your thoughts? Do you feel that there is a market for this type of projector? Or do you feel people should just wait and spend more? Have you found a projector which is cheaper, which delivers a brilliant picture? Let us know in the comments below. Guys, thanks as always for watching this video. I'll leave links to this projector so that you can read about it and check it out for yourself and find out when and if it goes on offer. Thanks again for watching this video, my friends. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.